All right, good morning. Welcome to this Summers County Board of Education special meeting, March 16th, 2026, 8:15 a.m. Let the minutes reflect that four board members are present, with Mr. Brogan unable to be here today. Mrs. Farley, if you would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we have item 3, approval of agenda. Any adjustments?
Instruction. I make a motion that we approve the agenda. A second.
A motion by Mrs. Farley, seconded by Mrs. Harvey, that we approve the agenda. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Opposed, abstaining. Let the minutes reflect by a 4-0 vote that the agenda has been approved. Item 4, old business. This is discussion of possible action to approve the bridge reconstruction. This is for the Hinton sewage treatment plant. Access bridge is going to be removed and replaced, and then there will be an easement on our property. We did during our work session, Jay, we did drive down and take a look at that. It's really not going to affect anything that's already there.
That's good.
It'll just move to put the bridge beside where it's at. So,
That's good.
anything else to add to that, Dr. Knott?
It did go, it came from Ziegler and Ziegler, and it did go to Bowles Rice. Bowles
Okay.
Rice made as I told you, a little correction, went back to Ziegler and Ziegler. So the copy that you have is the both parties approved copy.
New and improved.
I'll make a motion that we approve the easement with Hinton sewage treatment plant.
I'll second. Motion by Mrs. Harvey, seconded by myself to approve the easement with the Hinton sewage treatment plant. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstaining. Let the minutes reflect by a 4-0 vote that the agreement between Board of Education and the Hinton sewage treatment plant for the easement has been approved. Item 5A, discussion of possible action to amend our levy order to clarify dates of approval by the Summers County Board of Education. Dr. Knott, I'll let you talk about this one.
Well, on February 10th, the levy order was on the board agenda. And at that meeting, no action was taken because we had not heard back yet from the state auditor. I think that's the right word. So I think February 11th we heard back, but anyway, so it was on the February 23rd agenda again. And at that meeting, the board unanimously approved that levy order. That was then sent to our Lynn Reed. And when we got the proof back for us to look at and correct, that's when we saw that it still said February 10th on 2 different places, but on the page that we signed, it said February 23rd. So because of a technicality, we asked that be corrected, that we could correct it. And she kind of said technicality might cause us trouble down the road because what we signed on the 23rd had the 10th in 2 different places. So what we need to do, and that's why this special meeting was called, was to clarify those approval dates. The board did approve it. It's in the minutes. It was February 23rd. So what we would like to do is be able to change those 2 10s on the first 2 pages. Not the first page, but when you get back in there. Page number, where it says special levy election to authorize. On that, now it says the 23rd of February, but it had said the 10th. And then there's another spot. I just had trouble finding the other. Oh, right up in the title, that was it.
Okay.
In the title on that page, it said
Right.
February 10th. So those two places that said February 10th, because we brought for the board the first time on February 10th, but then when it was approved, it was February 23rd, and we never changed those two dates.
I'll make a motion that we approve the amendment to the levy order, which was voted on and approved by the board on February 23rd, just to update those dates in two spots from February 10th to February 23rd.
Second.
So we have a motion by myself, seconded by Mrs. Harvey, just to amend the levy order previously approved on February 23rd, amending two dates from February 10th to February 23rd, reflect the action that was taken. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Let the minutes reflect by 4-0 vote that this levy order has been approved for amendment based on the previous action taken on February 23rd. Item B, discussion of possible action to approve calendar changes for the 25-26 school year.
We did get the waiver for the 2 days that we were eligible to request for a waiver. Therefore, we would like to move several things. We would like to move the last day of school for students would not be June 1st, it would be May 29th. You cannot go any further back than our original end of school date was, so we can't take 2 days off. We have to just go back to the original last day of school. However, for staff, because we had done those other changes with the early out, the EDD days, and we made them early out days, we can bump the staff back to June 3rd as the last day for staff. However, we're also, since we're having this meeting, asking if we could revert April 3rd back to no school for students and make it back to the way it was before, PD day, faculty senate for staff, and that way we can give the students back a day that we can't give them back any other way.
And that won't affect the end of year
No.
date at all. Okay.
Because that was a teacher work day anyway. And it won't affect the students because it was originally going to be like that anyway.
Is that the beginning of spring break?
It is the Friday before spring break. We had one other day to choose from. It was May 22nd, but that's graduation day, and it just made more sense to do the day before. Right.
Makes sense.
Make a motion that we approve the recommendations for the calendar changes of school year 25 and 26.
I'll second.
A motion by Mrs. Harvey, seconded by Mrs. Farley to approve the calendar changes for the 25-26 school year. Any discussion? Just one question. I noticed that on the news that there were several counties around us that were credited all 5 of their snow days. Were we only credited 2 because of the end date of our
They were the
current
only 2 we
calendar?
were. The only week we were allowed to, anybody was allowed to request waiver days was that last week in January.
Okay,
And on the Monday of that week, we were an OS day. On the
Okay.
Friday, we were the other way around, snow day and then an OS day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday were non-traditional instructional days. You
Okay.
can't get an instructional day back. They were instructional days.
okay,
Excuse me. If you notice some of those other counties, their last day's still into June.
yeah,
Because they had used their non-traditional days already and that's why they could get 5 days back.
okay. I was just curious as to what the rationale.
Before I put in for the waiver, I asked the person I was supposed to contact at the state, because I've never done that before, and made sure that I could only ask for those, and he explained that that was.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. All right, so, get any more discussion? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Let the minutes reflect by a 4-0 vote, the board has approved the calendar changes for the 25-26 school year. Item 6, personnel. We have before us a resignation, professional employment for one, and 2 auxiliary coach employment.
Make a motion that we accept the recommendations for personnel.
Second.
Motion by Mrs. Harvey, seconded by Mr. McBride, that we accept the recommendation for personnel. Any discussion? If all these that we're hiring, is all their paperwork, background checks and paperwork come back?
Yeah, Mr. Phipps hired as a substitute, and he'd just become certified, is that correct?
Yep. Okay, and then our two
And then the
auxiliary
two
coaches, that
coaches.
there's no dues with, okay.
Yeah.
All right, any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye. Opposed, abstaining, let the minutes reflect by 4-0 vote that the superintendent's recommendation for personnel has been approved. Mr. McBride.
All right. I make a motion to adjourn. The time's 8:26.
I'll second. Motion by Mr. McBride, seconded by myself, that we adjourn this meeting. The time is 8:26. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstaining. Let the minutes reflect by 4-0 vote. This meeting is now adjourned.